Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Prehistoric Kingdom Beta. My name is Swoop there, and here we are in Fercola Mountain Park. This is my third episode in a series of many, I would say, before early access is released. And at the moment I am just sort of fiddling around with some of the ground. You can see some of the pathing. I decided that I was really going to concentrate on maybe making the staff areas in Fercola Mountain Park look quite realistic, because in my desert mini park they really were just like, I guess, shells with not really any detailing around them. And so I thought I would do a really quick but dedicated episode to a staff build that I did. I was going to do it off camera and not kind of put an episode out, but I thought it would be nice for you guys to see at least a little bit of the staff buildings that I do here. I also think that, you know, some of this stuff is really relevant, or it's relevant to a lot of people who enjoy these types of games. This is one of the reasons why we play, is to put details in and things like that. So I did put in quite a few buckets, and I built, I guess, some little areas where the dirt is kind of kept, dirt or sand or stones and so on. The recording itself, I hadn't really noticed until now. It is a little bit choppy here and there. I think it's because of some of the frame rates that beta's running in. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, but it doesn't seem to be doing it when I'm playing in game, so I'm not too concerned about it, and it's not affecting my videos too much at this stage. So at this moment I'm not too worried. So I thought I'd just pop in this little staff building in behind the Microraptors, and then that way, I do mention a little bit later, I can go in and put in some more habitats around this staff kind of hub. It is a little bit sort of stark, I suppose, for a staff area, but then at the same time I think a lot of staff areas are quite stark, like they would be using cheaper materials and so on. They wouldn't be using the most expensive things to build the staff buildings, because, you know, all the expensive stuff would be guest facing, so that the guests have a really good experience in the park, and the staff would kind of just get like the boring cinder blocks and things like that sort of don't really look that nice. And yeah, so I have gone with that. I've put in a lot of staff pathing around though, that is all covered in, so they do have like a lot of barriers to stop sort of the growth or the dirt coming onto the paths. And I also have done some implied roads as well, where sort of cars may go. I was thinking about my next habitat, which I have started to build. I am not going to say too much about it, except that it is for a slightly larger dinosaur. So it's not for a small Microraptor or Archaeopteryx. I was initially going to build the Archaeopteryx and the Microraptor sort of beside each other and kind of go episode, then the next episode would be the one that I hadn't done yet, but I think that might be a bit boring, so I'm going to go for a slightly bigger dinosaur that I have not built for in the game yet. Some of you may be able to guess, if you've been watching me for a while, which one that is. You can drop in the comments below if you want to have a guess. It is one of the dinosaurs that we do have in beta, so I mean, that's a clue in itself. I really hope you enjoy the rest of this build. I do put in quite a bit of detailing. I don't go crazy because there isn't heaps for us to use yet, but I'm putting in like little, you know, I guess, what are they, wheelbarrows that have fallen over, and I do put in a few like spades and rakes and things that have kind of fallen down, and quite a few boxes around. So enjoy the rest of the speed build. It is quite short today, less than 10 minutes, and then I will take you around for a real-time tour at the end. So see you then. Well, hey everyone, welcome back from the speed build, and I'm just going to quickly take you around the staff area that I built. I also have been doing a couple of things in the background here. I've put in off camera a statue as you walk in, so that's what you can see, and then these are like implied seats around the outside of the statue. I'm going to get started on the restaurant soon, and then I have put in this pool over here, which I will obviously make safer because right now it's not safe. And I also have I've just begun the waterfall, which will be part of the next habitat in the next episode. So I've sort of started all of that off camera, and then the next thing that I start to record will be the next habitat. So there are two ways into the staff, I guess the staff hub for this side of the park, or at least for the next couple of habitats that I'll build on this side of the park. You can go in through this gate here, right next to the entrance building, or you can go around the Microraptor aviary and through that gate there. We're going to head through this gate here, so let's pretend we've pushed that open, and oops, we don't want to be in the entrance building, and we're going to head in through here. I do wish they had a first person view in PK because it's really hard to take you around, but it is still beta. So then the staff have their walkway here, and then they come past the Microraptor habitat. There's a couple of bins here and the entrance to the Microraptor aviary, and then they can come around here, and here is one of the staff buildings, and then you also have I guess like down here, oops, we'll hop out of the trees, some little buckets and some shelves with like a box and so on there, just like some little details at the moment until we get a few more in game. And then if you come along here, there are two different paths aren't actually overlapping each other, so I don't know why there's a bit of Z fighting going on, but that's life, unfortunately, in a beta game. Sometimes they Z fight, sometimes they don't, so we'll just have to bear with it and live with it until it's fixed. But I've put in, as you can see, some implied, I guess, little areas where they can come and get some sand or some rocks, or anything that they might need. And there's a few wheelbarrows knocked over, and the staff have kind of left things laying around when they've come and gone. I also have two different coloured paths because I kind of want to imply that this colour here, the lighter grey, is like the road one. So the darker grey is like where the staff can walk around, and then they can also walk on this side, but they don't I guess what I'm trying to say is they don't, they have to be careful. They can't just kind of career across. They have to look for cars, and I might even put like some little signs in future that says, watch out for cars, or, be careful when crossing and so on. And then this is the back of the staff building just here. So we've got the air conditioning vents, and I'm going to eventually put on these sort of signs here in the walls, like some little staff notes and so on, some implied notes, and then you've got your hoses and just a few other things that the staff have kind of left around, and then some little hooks and the doorway. There's one doorway here, and then there also is another doorway down this way, and then they have like a little seating area as well. I tried to go, like, it's quite simple, but there are a few things sort of scattered around to make it look a little bit more interesting. And then you have like a lot of different paths for them to come along. So they've got this path here, and I want to put some doors into these two little Microraptor holding cages. And then there's another path down this way, which is the other side of the entrance where you can come in as a keeper. If we just zoom out just a little bit, I'll show you from an above view what it looks like. So you can see we've kind of got still trees around and so on, and then we've got a road that comes around here where cars can kind of come in and collect pebbles and things and then go out again. And then we've got the Microraptor aviary over here, and like the three pathways coming in. And then I'll also have another pathway, likely another pathway coming out this way to another habitat here, and then likely another pathway coming out this way to another habitat here. So this, I guess this staff area is supposed to service 3, possibly 4 habitats, depending on how I decide to build the park. Oh, we've got a tree that's kind of going straight off on a slant there. It must be because it's kind of on the hill. I'll have to fix that later. But yeah, I guess that's why I sort of want to start to think about how it would work in a park. And I think, you would have a staff hub like this, and that would service a fair few habitats. So that's what we're going to go for. We're also going to have a few habitats down over this way, and I'm going to have a few over here as well, moving into the park, which is all the way out here, you can see. So It's going to get big, but hopefully not too big. It will still be manageable, and that's what we want. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. If you are enjoying my content, please feel free to give it a like, subscribe if you want to, or leave a comment. That really helps get my videos out to a bunch more people on YouTube, which would be fantastic, so that they can also enjoy Prehistoric Kingdom content. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.